What if I told you that this entire cosplay live action had no script, no plan, and way too many background NPCs? But somehow we made a delicious in dungeon live action. Yeah, I don't know either, and it was all held together by one thing: creativity. Because if you don't have a perfect plan, well, you just have to make one. Speaking of which, I'm starving. Let's cook something. But before we start cooking, let me explain you what Delicious in Dungeon is, for those of you dummies. Normies. Alright, imagine this. A fantasy world. Dungeons, monster, all that good stuff. Adventurers usually bring their own food, right? But what happened when they ran out? Now, let's meet our party. First, we've got one lost sister who got eaten by a dragon. Next, a broke adventurer. A picky eater elf who won't even look a vegetable. A tiny dude. Seriously, look at him. And finally, a sexy chef who just happens to look like me. Now, take that party, throw them into a dungeon, and snatch all their food away. Oops! Sprinkle in some desperation, and now, instead of buying food like normal people, they start turning monster into a buffet. We're talking slime, snake, and dragons. Getting cooked just to survive. It's basically the Gordon Ramsay meets Dungeons and Dragons. And now, I'm not hungry anymore. Just kidding. Still starving. Let's cook. But why am I telling you this? Well, because one day I was just chilling at Lucca Comics. Meanwhile, my friend, a cosplay photographer, was out there snapping pictures of this insane trio of cosplayers. And bro, when I tell you I was mesmerized, they looked like they had just respawned out straight of the anime. So I did what any rational human would do. Gather all my courage and ask, would you be interested in making a cosplay live action? And they said,
we're hungry and we're going to lunch.
Ah. Okay. But then, just as I was about to accept my tragic fate, they hit me with a plot twist.
Maybe later, we could meet up to film.
And boy, oh boy, I was hyped, I was energized, and then, suddenly, I realized I had absolutely no idea what I wanted to make. So, I panicked! But, good news, we were meeting after their lunch, alle 14. But bad news, it was alle 13. I had exactly 1 hour to think of something. This called for an emergency meeting. Listen up, we've got a problem. 3 cosplayer, no prop, 1 location, 1 hour to shoot. Anybody got an idea? Anything? Dungeon cooking reality show? Monster as an ingredient. Use a stick as a food. Making a cosplay live action is like cooking. Sometimes you don't have all the ingredients, so you gotta improvise everything on the fly. So creativity is key. And because I had to improvise, here's a very basic concept I cook up. Step 1, I need characters. Lucky for me, I had 3 cosplayers. Next, I asked them, what's the connection between your characters? So we got a leader who's chill and eats everything, an elf who's a picky eater, and a cat girl who's stuck in the middle but kinda sees the elf as a big sis. Meow. Step 2. Story. Think of something simple. Also, look around for inspiration. Example, adventuring. It's simple and classic. But wait! We need a problem. How? Or why? Let's go with the why. Hunger. Here's a quick structure on how to build the story. Problem, hunger. Solution, eat. Problem, no food. Solution, find food. And finally, payoff. Or not. I don't know, I didn't plan that far. I'll just fix it in post. Now that we have the concept, we just need to shoot. Easy, right? Usually I do some coverage. What is coverage, you ask? It's like zooming, but instead of once, you just do it multiple times. Big shot, medium shot, small shot. Basically, hard mode zoom. And for this video, I shoot everything chronologically. Why? Well, no script, no plan, no budget. Also, it's just easier that way. Okay, so how do you direct cosplayers? Are they professional actors? No. But does that mean they can't act? Also, no. Here's the trick. Don't assume they'll deliver a performance the way a trained actor would. Instead, treat them as a cosplayer first. Because at the end of the day, they're here to embody the character in their own way. So instead of giving them exact rigid instruction, like, go Pikachu, I choose you. Now use Thunderbolt. Instead I said, you're Pikachu, go Pikachu. Just when things were going smooth, bam! We had a big problem. Like, look at him. He couldn't bend his knees. I had some shot in my mind where he needed to be kneeling. Nope, not happening. Change the plan and fix it with framing. Last step, editing. Remember when I said, let's fix it in post? Yeah, about that. I had to manually remove them one by one. But finally I finished garnishing this masterpiece, so let's taste it.
"食料は迷宮内で自給自足する」
Somehow, despite not having a great idea at that moment, we pulled it off. Looking back, I wouldn't have been able to do it if I wasn't creative enough. But what is creativity, really? People think creativity is just some light bulb moment, like bang, genius idea out of nowhere. But nah, creativity isn't luck, it's knowledge. The more you know, the more creative you can be. The less you know, well, the more limited your ideas become. But what if you feel like you don't know enough? Easy. Learn new things, experiment, try stuff. Creativity grows the more you explore. Because if you ever end up in a no plan, no script situation like this, you'll know how to adapt. Speaking of no plan, why not plan your next video to watch? Or if you're curious, check out some of my old videos. Go on, I won't stop you.